Hey everybody, I want to do a quick video on a hack that I did on these uh, Surker clippers, which they are a copy of the Magic clips and the what are these called? The designer, cordless designers. So these are cheap China versions, and they're probably all made in China. But anyway, I like these, but the problem that I had with them was they were extremely loud, very loud. When you turned them on, they were a lot louder than the other ones. Now, the hack that I'm getting ready to show you, I already have done the modification to them, so it really doesn't make sense for me to turn them on. But I'll let you hear what they sound like now. So they're substantially quieter. And what I did, I don't know if you can see them trying to angle it. I put the balding clipper blades on here. And the reason why I did that was because I already have two pair of those particular cordless clippers, and I didn't need a third pair. So I was trying to figure out what I could do with these. So I actually said, hey, well, let me put the uh, balding clipper on, I mean, a balding blade, and maybe I could stop using my actual edgers, because you can see under there my T-outliners. That's what I usually use to bald people out. So I'm trying to figure out a way I can not use those all the time for that. I mean, you see here I have multiple edgers, so I don't feel the need to have three cordless clippers, and I can use these for balding. Anyway, what I discovered when I took the blades off, and I have extra blades here. This is where my junk drawer where I keep all my extra parts and stuff. You see with this blade, that opening right here, the problem is when you put this on the clipper, when the blades that come with it aren't that bad. When you use the blades that come with it, it fits perfect. But the part that this piece fits on inside of here, which I'll turn this over, so it's underneath here. So let me grab the blade. It fits in there on top of some type of groove that's the same shape of this. And what I realized is when you put wall blades on there, this opening is slightly bigger than the piece that it goes on to. So what happens is when you put this on there, it actually goes back and forth and it rattles on that piece because of it being a little bit larger than the piece that it goes on. So what I did, let me just set this down somewhere. Hard to do this with one hand. Where's my tape at? I don't know what I did with it. This is crazy. Bear with me here. I just had it. I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, I took electrical tape, which I might have stuck it in here, and it's not in there. I don't know what I did with it. Let me check this drawer. Here's another bunch of clippers that I have. I do not see what I did with. I don't get it. But anyway, it's around here somewhere. But anyway, I took black duct tape like this. Not duct tape, but electrical tape. I took this duct tape and I cut it into a strip. And let me show you here. I cut it into a strip so that it only covered just that hole. And you have to make sure it covers the whole, just the hole itself, because you see here, if I put this tape on here, it covers the blade part, the cutting edge. You have to make sure that this edge and that edge is free from tape. So I cut it into strips. I took two of them. I took two strips, put it on top of each other. It just covers that hole there. And you put it, oh, you know what? I just realized I made a mistake. You don't have to worry about it covering that part because it actually goes on this side. That's where the tape goes. So you put the tape. I still would cut it to where it just covers this hole up, and that's it. So I covered that up, put 2 strips on there to cover that up, kind of from here, just a little bit past this hole. And then when you take it and you actually put it on the clipper, it's not going to fit completely because of the tape, but you just mash it down over it. And what it does, that tape fills the gap that makes this fit loose. And so once it fills the gap, it's no longer loose. And when you turn the clippers on, it's not as loud anymore. These things were pretty loud when I would try to use them in the past. They actually, I couldn't really talk to my client because they were so loud. But since I did that modification, they are not loud anymore. So hopefully this tip will help you out. And again, it's just simply putting some tape on the bottom, the moving blade. And you don't put it on the part, this part, you actually flip it over. And you put a couple of pieces. I mean, you may play around with it. Maybe one piece might work for you, but I actually doubled it up and covered that hole there. And then when I put it on the clipper, I mashed it down over that piece, and it worked perfectly. So hopefully this will help you if you notice that you change the blade and the clippers are too loud.